Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Angie and this is your August monthly reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Welcome guys. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day, whatever time of day it is. When I was tuning into your guys' energy just now, checking in on it and seeing what I could pick up psychically and intuitively, it's the music. I was like, what is that sound? Hopefully the music's not too loud. I think I'm gonna put it down a little bit because it's a little loud for me. So what I was picking up intuitively and what I saw, it was very, very clear to me. What I was being shown was it was two men, okay, but that's just how the image came to me. But I was being shown two people. One person was like lying down on their back on the floor, face up, and then the other person was literally walking, like physically walking all over them. And then the person on the floor, which I think is you guys, because I think what I was being shown was people walking all over you. What I was being shown was the person on the floor, which I think is you, like put their finger up and was about to say something like, hey, don't walk all over me. Like you were about to speak up about it, and then this person stepped on your mouth, and you're like, hey, like they like muffled your sound because they literally were stepping on you. They continued, they didn't even notice you. This person just walked all over you, and they kept walking. They didn't say sorry. They didn't even look down and like acknowledge like, oh, there was a person there. Nope, they just kept walking like they were walking on the ground. And you're kind of like kind of there in shock, and you're just watching this person walk away, and then I see tears streaming down this person's eyes. So it really hurts you when people overlook you, when people ignore you, when people walk all over you. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with actually people like taking advantage of you and walking all over you this month. But I feel like also you guys are just feeling frustrated too when you're overlooked. I feel like a lot of you guys are just frustrated when you're overlooked, when people don't ask for your opinion or don't show that they care about your opinion. I feel like that kind of hurts you guys emotionally, really hurts your feelings. We're going to tap into the first card that we get is going to be the overall theme of this month, okay? So if that is already resonating with you, what I channeled, that message that I picked up on, then this reading is definitely for you guys, okay? And remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to make the story work for what's going on in your life if it really doesn't make any sense, okay? Maybe it's not for you. I highly recommend, if this does not resonate with you, I highly recommend that you go check out your other placements as well. So always check out your sun, moon, and rising placements for readings, okay? Alrighty. So the overall theme this month is patience and planning. Okay, that is the theme. So your theme, the number is 7 as well. So if you've been seeing 777 or 77, or just you've been noticing and acknowledging the number 7 this month, that is a huge significator, I think, for you guys that you are on the right path. And I also think that it's interesting, Cancer's being in the 7th month as well. So that could be a huge significator too, that maybe things will kind of all come back to you, and there's going to be like a lot of success as well. So whatever you're starting to plan now, I feel like it might come back to you by your birthday next year. Because I feel like whatever it is that you guys are working on, or whatever goals you have set, whatever you have your eyes set on this month, whatever you're working towards, it's going to take a lot of time to get there. So like you're thinking big picture, you're thinking really ahead in the future. It's something that is 100% attainable to you, and you will get it, and you're working towards it, and you're planning for it, like it will come to you, but it's something that is going to just take a lot of time in the physical world for you to see the results of whatever seeds you're planting and whatever creative ideas or endeavors it is that you're working towards, okay? So just make sure that you're being very patient, make sure that you're planning, so be very, very detailed. You want to be more methodical with whatever it is that you're doing, so really make sure that you're writing out every single, like down to like the minuscule detail about whatever it is that you're working on, because I feel like for some reason I'm being told to focus on the details, okay? Like you have the bigger picture written out, you have the outline, but focus on the details, okay? Because it looks like it's the details that, for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life, it seems like the details are very, very important to be like crystal clear on like how the details are about whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, okay? So we're gonna tap in, so that is your theme this month, is to be patient and to watch the planning. I'm gonna actually shuffle this a couple times, and then we'll start drawing some cards. So, what is going on in the month of August for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising? What is going on this month for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What is going on this month? Okay, so we have 2 cards. We have the Four of Pentacles, And then we also have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So for some of you, what the endeavor is that you're planning on is you're trying to make more money. You're trying to figure out a way how to increase your income. Also, you could be trying to figure out how to save. I feel like a lot of you guys are trying to figure out how can you save, and that's kind of what the patience and planning is. I'm also even getting that some of you actually might be investing in something, so that's what the patience and planning is too, and that's why it's going to take a while for it to grow into something, is because you're trying to invest. So you're either putting some money like in a savings account, or you're actually making an investment in something that is going to give you more money in return in the future. So not quite yet, but it will come to you and you know it. It's just gonna take time for it to return. Yeah, I really feel like this is about saving money, making more money, increasing the income, increasing the flow of income for yourself. Yeah, and that's what that planning is about. And that's gonna start this month. So you're gonna be investing this month, you're gonna be saving your money, you're gonna be kind of watching also, you're gonna be more careful in watching how you spend your money and on what you're spending your money on. You're not being super frugal, so you're not like going out and like buying things that you don't need. It's like you're being very clear. And I think also a huge reason to why you might be like a little bit more particular with how and what you spend your money on this month is because whatever it is that you're planning, the goal or whatever it is that you're aiming for, to whatever you're working towards that's in the future, you need money in order to get there. So like I said, for some of you it's you're investing, you're saving up money, but also for some of you I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to go for, you need a large amount of money in order to achieve whatever that goal that is, and that's why you're being very careful with how and what you spend your money on so that you can start saving up and just being a little bit wiser with money, with how you spend it, what you spend it on, who you spend it on as well. And you're just being more careful, with your coin, trying to manifest a little bit more money. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. So for some of you, there could be a disconnect between you and another individual that you are very soul tied to, someone that is very near and dear to your heart, that you feel like you have a genuine, real, spiritual, higher dimensional connection with. So this isn't something that's superficial. You have a deep bond with someone, and whoever's coming to your mind right now is probably who that person is. There's a disconnect between you two right now, and really what I think it is, and I always take the Two of Cups in reverse as always just not being on the same page. So you and this other individual are just not on the same page. They could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo because of the King of Pentacles here, Earth sign individual that you could be dealing with, but that's just the energy as well. Overall, a stubborn energy. It's a very stubborn energy. So if you have someone that you're thinking of and you guys have been having problems, you're not on the same page right now, the other person is very, very stubborn, refusing to change their ways. We have the Four of Wands here, so in reverse, okay? So this, so the Four of Wands in the upright deals with marriage and harmony and stability. So this could mean divorce. I don't really see the Four of Wands as divorce. I just see it as unstable, okay? Because Four of Wands is really about stability and practicality and being real and planning, because you know you're planning for a future together with someone. So when it's in the reverse, it's just planning is not. And again, your theme is patience and planning. So maybe this month you are having some type of financial issues, or you're worrying about finances. Maybe the finances, maybe you're in a relationship with someone and the finances is what is a huge problem this month. Like maybe someone is holding too tightly to their money, they're not really sharing their income, or they're not trying to share as much of their income. Could even be for some of you guys. So again, that's only going to be for some of you. So if it doesn't resonate, don't take it. But I'm getting, there's just a disconnect between you and your partner as well, and you guys are just not on the same page is really what it is. And there's a lot of instability in the relationship right now. Like there isn't a solid foundation, because the Four of Wands is about our foundation. It's the four legs on the chair, the four legs on the table, holding the table up, holding the chair up, right? So when we don't have a clear foundation, or a stable foundation, I should say, everything that we pile on top of that, or we try to build on that, is going to be a little bit rocky. So there's just kind of a disconnect, and I just see two people that are not on the same page. And then for some of you, that image that I was channeling in the beginning of someone being walked all over, it could be that maybe your partner's just taking advantage of you and walking all over you. So for some of you, the money thing could be that maybe you are the main provider of income in your household, or vice versa, and that is heavily weighing on the relationship for some reason for some of you, okay? Okay, and then last 2 cards, wow, okay, strong energy. We have the Magician, which I love, and then we also have the High Priestess in reverse. So for some of you, you have all the power that you need within. So you can create whatever freaking reality you want for yourself, okay? And you know this because you're really powerful right now, okay? I feel like you guys are extremely creative people. Whoever's watching this, you're very, very creative, and like creation pours out of you, okay? Most likely, the Cancers that are watching this right now are either female or you hold a lot of strong feminine female energy, okay? Because it feels like it's a lot of creation energy. It feels like life energy. And I associate that type of an energy of what it feels like towards women or female energy, okay? So you could still be a male, but maybe you are more in touch with your feminine side, or you are just a natural born channel if you are male, so that would have to do with mediumship. I just feel like I associate all women as channels because they birth souls into this life. So I just feel like you're very, very powerful, very creative. Creation is kind of flowing out of you right now in multitude of ways. There's just a lot of life energy that's inside of you right now. So you could be having a lot of creative ideas, and maybe you want to pay attention to those. Yeah, it's like almost you're trying to birth something. You're birthing a new idea, birthing a new way. For some of you, you're trying to figure out, like, you're trying to birth or create a new solution to this dysfunction that's happening right now in your life. But it seems like the dysfunction doesn't seem like it's something majorly big. Like I said, it just seems like there's 2 people that are just not on the same page, because the 2 of Cups is here. So that tells me that there is, and with the 4 of Wands, like that really tells me that there is a soul connection between you and this other person, but you're just not on the same page right now. That's really what it is. And yeah, most likely someone could be really stubborn, especially if you are dealing with an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. They are being very stubborn and refusing to change, or refusing to let up, refusing to ease up, I feel. So just have patience. So remember, patience and planning is your theme. So you might need a lot of extra patience this month, and you might need to like meticulously plan out how you're going to go about this, okay? So with the Magician, that's just telling me like you have the power, so you have all this creation, this life energy, so like you're going to be able to manifest a solution if you're really working towards that, okay? But make sure you're doing it with clear intentions, okay, and for the right reasons, because the High Priestess in reverse is kind of, I feel like this is a little bit of a warning to make sure that you're doing this out of pure love and a pure heart, and that you're doing it with the intention that you're trying to fix a solution for everyone's best interest, not just your own, not just to get what you need and want, but to make sure that everyone's needs and wants are fulfilled, which I think is actually on your mind a lot being a Cancer. But just make sure that you are putting your needs and wants first in this situation. Does that make sense? You don't want to shit on your partner. You don't want to give your partner the shitty end of the deal. You want it to be equal for both. And I feel like you're trying to find that solution. I think most likely you will find that solution. But the solution is going to come within yourself. So if you're getting advice from friends or family or seeking an external answer, I don't think that's the way that you're going to go about finding the solution to this problem. Most likely it's going to come within. You're going to create this idea. You're going to create this new option in your mind and exploring through that. So trust your intuition, trust yourself, trust what comes to you when you're trying to find a solution or creating a new solution for this situation, okay? Because I just feel like this is also like talking about doubt. So I feel like a lot of you are doubting that you have the power to overcome whatever's going on, but you definitely do. The Magician confirms that all the power's within you, and you're just not, you just need to realize it, okay? And like I said, a lot of patience and planning is going to be needed for whatever your goal is. And like I said, there's something to do with money as well. So investing this month is wise. Saving up your money is wise this month. And then also if you're dealing with a partner and that not being on the same page really could just be that the 2 of you are maybe viewing money very differently. Or like I said, maybe one person is kind of the main source of income in the household, and that's creating tension in the relationship for whatever reason. I just feel like communication is really, really needed, and a different way, because if someone is being very, very stubborn, telling them the same thing in the same way over and over again is not going to make them view the situation differently. So I feel like something is definitely needed. But again, I really think that the answer and the solution and the way that you're going to figure this out is it's on your own, and you're going to create that idea from the inside of your soul. Does that make sense? So it's going to come from within. It's not going to be something that someone tells you to do or something that someone tells you to try. Alright, so the next 3 cards are going to be messages from the higher self of Cancer. So I invite the higher self of Cancer to join me and to give me these messages directly from the higher self of Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placements. Awesome, so we have the 3 of Cups. So I feel like your higher self is trying to tell you, don't worry. Things will all work out together. Everything will be harmonious and fun and loving again and more lighthearted. Definitely, you're going to shift into a more lighthearted energy. I don't think that will happen this month, but your higher self wants you to know that is going to come back. So good times are going to come back. Joking and being more in a lovey, lighthearted, playful energy, like that energy is going to come back if things have been a little bit serious and like really tenseful lately. That lighthearted energy of fun and lovingness, it will come back for sure. And your higher self wants you to know this, as well as that even though the answer is going to come from within, you can still rely on your friends for support. Does that make sense? If you kind of feel like you don't have some support right now, you do. You just need to rely on your friends and your family and those that you love and trust a little bit more, okay? To support you. And it's almost like you just need them to support whatever decision you make. Because like I said, the decision and solution that's going to fix and heal this problem, it's going to come from you. You're going to create it, okay? So it's not going to be anything that anyone tells you, I promise you. But it might be nice just to have friends hear you out, or maybe when you do decide, you kind of let them know, just have them there to support you and have like your back, like, you know, we believe in you, we trust you. You know, it's those people that just want you to follow your own intuition and do what's best, what you think is best for yourself. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting that for this month, I think your higher self wants you to take a back seat on this. I don't think that this month is a month of action for you. So I think that your higher self is not really wanting you to take initiative on this month, okay? I think this month is for you to take a seat and kind of find that solution and create that solution, okay? Because it's almost like hold on, I'm being shown something. It's kind of confusing. Hold on. I get what they're trying to say, but what they're showing me is confusing. Hold on. It's like, I still don't really get it, but I'm being shown, I'm being shown a woman is like serving someone food, and it's like they give them a plate of food, and then they go to the kitchen and bring another plate of food, and then another plate of food, and then another plate of food, and then another plate of food, and the person is like trying to eat all the food, and they're like still on the first plate, and they have like 5 plates in front of them, and you just keep bringing more and more and more to their plate. So what I think Spirit is trying to say here is that because you are a Cancer and you're a problem solver and you love to be very motherly and you love to figure things out and help people, I feel like normally in your nature it would be, oh, here's an option, here's an option, here's an option, oh, maybe this will help, maybe this will fix it, maybe this, and you're just piling more and more and more on top of this person's plate, and I think that is kind of even pushing them a little bit away, and it's making them hold on to whatever they're holding on to a little bit tighter, and that's where a lot of their stubbornness is coming from, because it honestly feels like you guys are being really pushy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna say how it is. That's how it feels like you guys are being very, very pushy, okay? And you just keep giving them more plates, or you're just piling onto their plate, okay? Like I said, the Ace of Wands, it's more of a passive month. So this month is more so for you to step away from trying to actively solve this problem and find a solution, a solid solution, okay? And like I said, the solution to this problem, you're going to come up with it, okay? But you can't come up with it if you keep throwing all these solutions and trying all these different things. You need to step away from it, take a break from trying to solve it, and then the answer will come to you, okay? And it's gonna come through you to your intuition. So after you take a break and you take some time away from this, okay? I'm gonna say for this whole month of August, step away, stop trying to fix it, let it go, try to forget about it, and then the answer will naturally come to you through your intuition. It will come through, like, you would just, one day, I feel like you're just gonna wake up one day. I'm seeing some of you is, like, I see someone like go, oh, I know what to do now. Like, I feel like it's gonna come to you all of a sudden. And I feel like because you're focused on it so hard, it's hard to see it clearly. Does that make sense? Because you're so, like, I think almost like, I'm being shown a lot of things for this group, so you guys are very, very intuitive and very psychic, okay? For those Cancers that are watching this, you guys are very, very psychic, and I'm getting specifically that a lot of you guys might have some clairvoyance, so you psychically see things, you have a lot of imagery that you're shown, okay? Like visions almost, I guess you could say. But what I'm being shown is the reason why you can't find the answer is because it's like you have microscopes on, or like a magnifying glass or something like that, and you're like so zoomed in that you can't see any other solution or any other route. So that's why I'm saying a step away from this is what's needed in order for you to stop being so zoomed in. And then, like I said, it's like almost like when you finally take a break from it, when you stop trying to solve the problem, it's like then the solution comes to you, and then you'll have that one like, oh, I know what to do. Like it's really gonna come to you all of a sudden like that. Like I really think some of you guys might even wake up one day and be like, okay, I know exactly what to do. But like I said, for this month, it's not the month to take action on this. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse again. Okay? So we had it earlier, King of Pentacles in a different deck, King of Pentacles in reverse again. So yes, some of you may be dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? What this tells me is that this person is very stubborn, okay? Because we got that again, and we just got it again. So I feel like your higher self is really trying to let you know that this person is really stubborn, and they feel like the type of person that the more you shove down their throat, so like I feel like that's the person that was being served the food in this image that was being shown, the more that you're serving them over and over and over again, the more that they go within, the more that they close off. So that is not the way to go about it, okay? For this particular person, you trying to shove down all these options and these solutions, it's I don't know what it's triggering in them, but it's triggering something in this person. And actually, let's clarify it. Because I feel like this person is triggered. So maybe in their childhood, their mom or someone in their life maybe try to shove down ideas or options or things like whatever it is that you're trying to, whatever you're trying to make them realize, it's like maybe in their childhood the same thing happened to them, and that really like, I don't know, triggers them. There's something from their childhood that is triggered by the way that you act towards them, the way that you are like super pushy. So I feel like maybe they had a negative experience with someone that was really, really pushy like this in their life, in their childhood. So let's clarify this. Why is the King of Pentacles so stubborn? Why is he in this energy? What is he triggered by? The Page of Coins in reverse. Okay, so that really doesn't tell me much. What is the King of Pentacles in reverse triggered by? I still don't get it. What is he triggered by? He's triggered by something. What is he triggered by? 8 of Coins in reverse. This person is triggered by like a lack of effort. But I feel like you guys are trying. Maybe it could be, maybe I'm understanding this wrong. Maybe this person is triggered by like too much effort. Maybe they're not used to. So ask yourself this, if this person that you're dealing with and this person that comes to mind and you're thinking about when I'm talking to the situation, if it resonates with you, ask yourself, if you know them really well and you know their family and you know their childhood, in their childhood, was there a lack of effort from their parents? Like, did their parents maybe not really show that much interest in them? Did they not really care? Did they not really push them to grow or to be better? It's almost like that. Like, it's almost like this person has never had someone in their life that pushes them to be better, and it's overwhelming to them, and they're fearful of it because they've never experienced someone like that. That's what it is. They've never experienced someone that puts so much effort into changing and growing and planting new seeds and regrowing. Because it's almost like this person thinks that they've done all the growing that they can. Like, that's what it is. That's why they're so stubborn too, is because this person thinks that they don't need to grow up anymore. Like, they're done. Like, oh, I've already grown up, you know, like I'm an adult, or however old this person is. It's like they think, and they could be any age. Like, they literally could be any age. But I feel like this person really thinks that they're an adult, and they believe that, and they're like kind of like, oh, I'm done growing, I'm an adult. And I think they're just looking at it years-wise. So like years-wise, they're an adult, so they're probably like, I'm gonna say like 21 and up. They're like looking at it as that, like, oh, well, I'm 20 whatever, and I'm an adult because I'm this age. But they're really immature for thinking that way, because there is a lot of growing that they need to do. They need to stop being so stubborn. But I really think it's that, is that in their childhood, there was just a lack of effort. Like, people putting lack of effort in relationships, in his family, like in their family life, there was a lack of effort being put in. there's a lack of effort in putting into pushing them to grow to be better. So it's almost like, and I'm not saying that the family situation was bad. It could have just been that maybe this person grew up in a family where they were just fine with whatever this person accomplished. So maybe they were just like, oh, you got a C on your test. Okay, great job. Like, I'm proud of you. Like, they were never pushing them to want or do or be better for themselves. So they grew up with that mindset. So that's why they're just content with where they are. They're just like, I'm an adult now. Like, I don't need to grow anymore. I don't need to be better. I don't need to change anything because that's not the way that I grew up. I never was grown up with that drive or that push to be better, want better, do better. And I feel like Cancers, you guys are really like, no, like, you have more growing to do. You can still be better. You are amazing, but you can be so much better, and there's so much potential in you. Like, that's the thing. I feel like all water signs always see like the potential in someone, and then you really push to fix them and change them into that person. Specifically, Cancer and Pisces signs do that. But yeah, I really feel like this person is just triggered by how much effort you put into this. So that's even a triple confirmation that this month is a month for you to step away from actively trying to fix this. And then the answer will come to you. And maybe even you taking a break and stop putting effort into it, maybe that's what like makes them see that they do need to grow up. Alrighty, we're gonna get a closing message from Spirit. I'm gonna try to wrap this up quickly because I think I might be, I think we're about around that time. Alright, so closing message from Spirit for Cancer for the month of August. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising placement. What is the message from Spirit? What is the message from Spirit for Cancers? What is the message for Spirit? Okay, two cards, and we'll go for it, okay? We'll go for it because I think it's significant, okay? So we have Moonlight, Travel, Romance, and Potential, okay? The number at the top is 36, which in numerology equals a 9. So 9 or the number 36 or the number 3 and 6 could be very significant for you this month. So keep your eyes open. We have Achievement, keep focused on your dreams. And this nice pretty little lotus or flower, and it's opening up and it's blooming and it's so beautiful and it's just radiating a lot of good energy, a lot of psychic energy too. So like I said, a lot of you guys are very intuitive. A lot of you guys could have really strong clairvoyance, so seeing images, psychic seeing. The number here is 17, which adds up to a number 8 in numerology. The numbers 1, 7, or 8, or 17 could be very significant for you this month as well. So what I'm getting is that I feel like the message that Spirit is trying to relay to you is that there is a lot of potential here, okay? So this is not a situation that you should be giving up on, okay? I'm definitely getting that. They're trying to say, don't give up on the situation, on the person. Whatever it is that you're dealing with, don't give up on the situation, okay? There is potential there. I'm getting that like maybe like vacation time might be really good because we have travel and romance, so maybe like a little romantic getaway with your loved one might be like a good way to maybe ease the tension if there's been tension, and just have a fun trip where you're not having serious deep talks, you're just having a good time. With someone that you love as well. And then we have Achievement, keep focused on your dreams. So I feel like whatever's been going on has been distracting you from your goals. Like I said, there are still, the patience and planning is a theme, and the patience is with this person and the planning is with this person, but also, like I said, there is a goal that you guys have in the future. There's a goal that you have your eyes set on that you're gonna need a large amount of money for, okay? I still really feel that. And so like a lot of you guys are gonna be wiser about your money, you're gonna start to invest, whatever it is, okay? So make sure that you don't let whatever's going on in this partnership, if there is something going on negatively where someone's being stubborn, try not to waste all of your time and your energy trying to fix someone else's problem when you should be trying to work on yours, trying to work on getting closer to your dream. Like I said, a lot of you guys have this big goal, this big dream in mind, and you have your eyes set like on that target and you really want to hit it. But you're not going to be able to get there if you are too busy and too distracted with whatever this situation is going on. So like I said, Spirit, all the advice that we had was take a step away, take a break from trying to find a solution. And in that break is when you're gonna actually find the solution. And then you'll be able to clear that, and then you'll be able to focus and give 100% of your time and attention and efforts into whatever this dream or goal is for you guys, okay? Alrighty, I hope that resonated with you, and I hope that helps you in any way, shape, or form. If it did, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know what you guys are going through this month. And then also give it a big thumbs up if it did resonate with you, and subscribe for more content. I appreciate the support, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if it did not resonate with you, I highly recommend that you go check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your other placements, go to Cafe Astrology or Astrolata, I think is another one. There's a lot of free birth chart websites that you can just Google. Just Google free birth chart or free natal chart. You just need to know the time, location, and day that you were born, okay? Down to the minute for the time. Alrighty, I think that is it. I'm trying to think of anything else. Nope. I don't think that there is anything else. My hair just is a mess, but we're fine. This was finally my last reading for this month for the signs because I kind of lagged a little bit, but that's okay. Alrighty guys, I will see you guys later. I hope that you guys have a great day, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you guys in September. Bye-bye.